Hey friends, it's Russ here again, having more Daisy Lever gun fun. And today we're going to talk about something that I really didn't have a lot of interest in until about a year or so ago. This, these are the toy guns, the pop guns as we call them, that Daisy produced. And there are different features on different guns. For instance, this one at the top here, you can see the coloring on that is a little goldish with more of a gold on the lever. It has the plastic buttstock. It is put together with rivets. No, it's not. I'm sorry. This one's put together with screws. Now, looks like a couple of these screws are inconsistent. I think this was a later screw put in here. The top screw looks original. It does have a lanyard loop, okay, but it has a metal forearm cover up here. And if you look at the front on the muzzle, you could tell this is a toy gun because this rivet goes all the way through and there's no way for a projectile to come out of that one. This is a model 660 Ricochet. That means that inside of here is that little wheel that's serrated, it spins, and it vibrates a piece of wire on a little diaphragm, and it sounds like a ricochet. So that's a Ricochet model up there, okay? This next one, it has a plastic buttstock, and let me see what I've written here. It's a Daisy model 1060 toy rifle. It's called a training rifle. It makes noise, a lot of noise, and it also makes smoke. And if that starts to fade, you just put a little bit of oil down in there, and because of the pressure, it makes a lot of smoke coming out of the front. This one has also a metal forearm with the 3 stars, as does the one we just looked at, but it's painted silver. And it has that feature on the top here of the fake hammer, little metal hammer that's placed on the plastic buttstock. A little bit of a waffling or hot dog effect on the forearms. Not the worst I've ever seen. And it also has that rivet running through the front, which stops. Let's see if I can bring that up here. Get a little look at it. Which stops anything from being able to come out of the front of the gun. So we know that's also a toy gun. This is one we've looked at before. This is a Red Ryder pop gun. The saddle ring on this one is on the right side. It has a wood stock and a wood forearm. And if we look up at the front, it has the orange muzzle plug. This one is a Daisy Model 960 toy pop gun, just a plain old 960. The Red Ryder has a plastic lever. This one has a plastic lever on it. This has, however, the plastic buttstock and no forearm on it. It does have a plastic muzzle. A orange muzzle plug on the front. Okay, this one in particular does not have a screw holding the back on. As they got newer and newer, these guns got cheaper and cheaper. They started using rivets to hold the stocks on. You see here, and also the cocking levers, instead of the bolts that held them on the other models up here. But there's another way you can tell this is newer also. Besides the fact that it just has a little knob sticking up from the stock into where the screw would be on the back here. These plastic muzzle plugs tell us that these guns are a little newer because it wasn't required, it wasn't enforced, I should say, until 1992 by the government that all of the toy guns could be distinguished from guns that actually fire projectiles by having an orange tip on them. Prior to that, and maybe even prior to whenever the laws were first put on the books back around 86 or so, you could get away with just a plain muzzle and just something to keep the gun from being distinguished as not having a full bore all the way down the line, like that rivet through the front. Okay, folks, here you have 4 different examples of the toy guns. We have 2 of the older style. We know they were produced prior to 1992. 2 that we know were produced at least from 1992 forward. 1 with using wood, 3 with plastic. So it's not necessarily easy to determine exactly when these are produced. I'm sure in some of the toy catalogs they can give us more of a definite feel for the years of production on these. There you have it. If you have any questions or any comments, or if you'd like to know anything about these that maybe I haven't covered, and you can always ask. And that's about it for this particular program. So stay safe, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thanks.